Christmas time in Wilkes is beautiful, full of memories, you know, the kind that make you smile. Let's go take a look.
I love North Carolina, but I'm not a native to this state, so some of my favorite Christmas memories are from my home state, which is Louisiana. One of our Christmas traditions we did when I was a child was to go watch the big bonfires on the levees around New Orleans.
The gingerbread competition, put on by the good people at Wilkes Literacy, stimulates healthy competition, a lot of smiles, and all for a great cause.
We love Christmas here at the 1915 at the Blue Ridge Artisan Center and at the cafe. It's such a special place for people to gather, hold Christmas parties. We have special concerts, and we love to just invite folks in to share this special time of year together.
Well, I've spent my whole life in Wilkesboro, and my father had a farm, and we would go to the farm and cut our Christmas tree. It was usually a cedar, and we would bring it back and decorate it with lights that are now illegal because they catch on fire, but that was just my favorite time of the year. And of course, Santa Claus came and left presents. We were so excited we couldn't stand it when we got up in the morning, and there was always candy around. And that's just my favorite memory of Christmas with my parents.
Christmas in the Wilkesboros in the 50s and 60s. Many of those years it snowed. I remember many white Christmases. I remember the old pumper truck, 1930s pumper truck on the commons in front of the courthouse, all dressed up. I remember most of all the courthouse with big red candles on each side of the door, 2 stories high. It was the biggest Christmas ornament I have ever seen. But the thing that I remember the most was the spirit. Everyone had time to slow down and to have the Christmas spirit. If we could only slow down, we could have that again.
Well, my very favorite Christmas memory occurred in Minot, North Dakota, when I was a very little girl. And my cousin John and I would always spend Christmas at my grandparents', and we had a house full of people. And John and I would go to bed, but we'd sneak out and we'd lay at the corners of our rooms, the doorways, and talk to one another. While we were talking Christmas Eve, we heard bells clattering and stomping. And we went, oh my gosh, we think it's Santa Claus. And it was. We scattered into our beds, and a few minutes later we heard steps coming up the steps, and it was Santa Claus, and he came in and he talked to me, and then he went across the hall and talked to John, and as he turned to go down the steps after he heard our Christmas wishes, he said, now you children get back into bed and make sure you stay there. And of course we didn't. And we both went to our doorways again and we said, that was really Santa. And to this day, I love my Uncle Bud the most in the world because he was the best Santa of all Santas I've ever known.
You know, a Christmas memory that I enjoy from my days in childhood at the old Henshaw Street Baptist Church. It always have a little Christmas thing for the children, a Christmas play, and they give us a bag of candies and cookies and nuts and oranges. And we'd go home, and my father would take his pocket knife out of his pocket, which he could shave with, it was so sharp. He'd take that orange and rub it on the kitchen table a few times, then he'd cut the top out of it and stick a piece of peppermint candy down in there and say, now here, suck on this. And that old porous peppermint candy and that orange juice coming through there was just a taste like no other that I'll never forget, and a Christmas memory that I treasure.
One of our favorite Christmas traditions is going to the late service at St. Paul's, which is on top of the hill here in Wilkesboro. And it's just a moment to stop, running around, sit down, focus on the purpose of the season, have that time together as a family, and to enjoy the beauty of just the decorations and leave all the other stuff behind us and just focus on being together.
Christmas is really special to me because we're celebrating the birth of Jesus, and my artwork is my worship to him. So when I get asked to do all these Christmas windows, it's my It's my celebration to the real reason why I do what I do.
Come on, you can do it, you can do it. Yeah! I think I can. What was that train?
I think I can. I think I can.
Wishing you happy holidays and Merry Christmas from the town of Wilkesboro, Count on Me NC, and the Blue Ridge Artisan Center.